The time has come. The time has come.
Oh, man.
You hear that? Immediately when I press record. Immediately.
Bro, let's just cheers.
Carrington on that blender.
By the way, I'm sorry about the mug, dog, but that was the first one, and that's on you.
Can you? Do you know what this says?
Yeah, ladies can do anything.
Wow, impressive.
Bro, I'm from Texas. Come on now.
This is true. This is true. Welcome back to another episode 13, lucky number 13. You know, a lot of people don't like the number 13, but I actually like it, especially today.
Wow. 13's my lucky number. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm closing on my house on the 13th.
What?
Let's get it. Can we?
That's a flex.
Sorry,
nice,
bro.
man.
Wow. I'm number 13?
You're number 13, episode 13, episode 13.
This could either be really good or really bad.
Now, first of all, thank you so much. I've been kicking it with Stevie for quite a long time. But what I'm trying to say is this last week, I've been kicking it with you a little bit more often. We went to have dinner. We went to the Clipper game. So a lot of people were like, please put him on the pod.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I had requests?
the
Dang.
requests are deep.
Dang, dog. Okay, first of all, before we get into this,
Yeah.
I have to, you have to try this drink and tell me.
Yes.
So I made my guy here a special drink. Mm-hmm. And he was like, dude, just make me an espresso. I said, let me do something special, man. I have this thing for coffee. I want to make you a drink. So he went through the trouble of pulling out the old machine, and I was like, dog, I got to make you this special drink. So this drink is a pancake latte.
Pancake latte. Oh, you didn't tell me what the name was.
A little maple syrup, little butter in there, my guy. Little salt. Ooh, my guy.
A little salt. A little. Wait, salt?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got a little pinch of salt. It just makes it robust.
I've never even seen salt in my house. Where'd you find salt?
Dog, you didn't even know where your butter was.
I didn't.
He was like, I don't know if we have butter. I was like, you know, butter.
Yeah, Stevie was like, that's butter right there. I was like, oh, shoot. It is.
Karen was nowhere to be found. So you have to try. If you don't like it, man, I'm not going to be offended because I honestly haven't made his drink in a minute. But
Is there something that I've never liked before in my life
honestly, there's a lot of people who don't like a lot of things, my guy.
other than insects?
That's true.
Here you go. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, my
And
guy.
remember, ladies can do anything. Ooh, I can taste the butter and it tastes good.
For real? Dude, don't lie to me. I need you to shoot me straight right now. That was like a what is that called?
Gulp?
Seriously, ASMR?
Yeah. Dude, have you seen those ASMRs? Dude, there's some crazy ones, bro. And they talk like this.
Are you into that?
Today we're having Stevie.
You know what kills me is the seafood ones. Where people are like doing the.
Those are cringy, bro.
I'm like, oh my god! They're like, they're doing the.
Bro, there's microphones that they shape them like ears. So they stick things inside the ears. And each ear has a different like audio output. So if they're slicking the left ear, you'll hear it on your left headphone. And today we have...
That's just not. I just don't understand that.
Me neither.
There's a lot of things that I feel like I watch.
I thought you were going to say there's a lot of things I don't understand.
No, I was actually going to say, there's a lot of things I watch and I'm like, I don't understand this. Like that show we were just talking about, Love is Blind.
Man, you put me on.
That everybody, how far have you gotten?
Episode 4, I think. It's like cheesy, but like, it's cheesy, but like, I kind of fuck with it. And especially because these dudes are like straight up real and the girls are like, and there's feuds. Yeah. Okay, so can you just like tell them real quick what it's like really all about?
I mean, I just finished the show myself.
Oh, you did?
Apparently everyone's going crazy. What did you say? It has like 100% on Netflix or something?
Yeah.
So I came in the other night and my wife was watching the show. And I think they're on like episode 2. And I was like, what is this garbage? She told me about it. And then I was watching it for 5 minutes. I was like, scoot over. So
she was watching it first.
She was already watching it, dude. So she put me on. So I sat down with her, man. And I finished the episode 2 with her. And I was just like, next episode.
Let's get it.
So what happens is they have these people that are in these pods. It's weird how the whole show they're like, oh, remember we were in the pods? I'm like, what's that? They act like it's a normal term. So they're in these like pods where they're in like these houses, right? With like other females, women with women, men with men, right? And they can't see each other at all because love is blind. Then they get these random calls like, hello. They're like, hey. They're like, oh, who is this? It's like, oh, who are you? And then they start talking, right? And they start developing these connections with different people. And then they decide over the course of what, like 10 days?
Yeah. No, it would always say like 30 days until wedding day or something like that.
But it was like 10 days that they're in these like
pods talking to each other
on the phone only, not seeing, not knowing like what they look like.
Is it a phone? Because it looks like they're talking to each other through a wall.
Yeah, it's like a conference. Like,
yeah.
It's like God. Like
imagine like me and Stevie in the same room right now.
Right.
But there's just a wall and I can hear you, but I can never see you. And
okay, I didn't know there was like a wall in between.
Yeah, it's not I don't think it's a phone.
But still, right? You're just talking.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, same.
You don't know anything else. Like, and these people get engaged over the phone, the pod.
It's so funny because these guys, especially like being a guy, you know, these guys are coming back into like their little bro cave that they put them on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And and they're going back to their friends and they're like, dude, like she's kind of playing with me right now. And I'm just like, bro, you've never met this girl. Like, this is crazy. Like, Stevie, would you do that ever? Like,
no.
Can you fall in love with somebody you don't like? Okay, I totally get the concept and the experiment.
Right.
By the way, I saw Nick Lachey the other day at Costco.
No way.
Yeah, I saw him. Okay, like, hold on real quick. 2 weeks ago, I saw Nick Lachey at Costco and I text Karen. I was like, dude, Nick Lachey's at Costco. He's at the liquor section.
Yeah.
And then in my head, I was like, dang, what happened to Nick Lachey? I did not know he was the host this whole time. He's just been doing this amazing show.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm pretty sure when they got the call, he was like, I'll do it. You know?
Yeah.
But like the show didn't even seem like it was high budget. Like the lighting is.
It's him and his girl, his wife doing it.
Yeah, but the lighting is bad. Like, but anyways, so yeah.
The lighting is really bad.
The lighting's bad, dog. I'm like, who?
Like now that like I'm into like all this like production and things like that.
Yeah.
I looked at one of the girls getting interviewed, the girl that's from like Venezuela, Caracas.
Yeah.
She got engaged to a good guy, by the way.
She went to my friend's high school.
Oh, so that's the one you're talking about that you told me that she. Yeah, okay.
He was with me when I walked in the apartment. He goes, hold up, I know this chick. He's like,
she's the one that got in her knees as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard it.
Guys, you got to watch the show.
You have to watch the show. It's just trippy because like you were saying, you get the concept of the show where it's like, love is blind, man. That's beautiful. But it's like, that is not real life.
No,
I'm sorry.
There's way more. Okay, like I said, going back to what I was saying, there's more to... I totally get the concept of not looking at them, like, because, you know, you get to see who they really are. Yeah. But you don't love somebody in less than a month. You don't know who that person is at all.
And nonverbal cues. We're not even talking about how attracted you are to somebody, right? Nonverbal cues, right? Yeah. Like how you handle yourself. Like if I'm hanging out with you, and we're not dating, but I'm saying like.
Are we though?
No. If I was out with a girl, right? It's like how they like move and act, like how I'm moving and acting right now. There's a lot going on besides what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That doesn't even have to do with looks. You know what I mean? And plus too, there's a lot of people that are super physically attractive, but their nonverbals and the way they move and do things, you're like,
yeah,
not really into that.
Exactly. You can tell me shit that I'm going to like, but say if we were dating, which we're not dating.
Keep going back to that one. Good, guys, we're actually not dating. I know it's surprising for all of you. Back to you, Sebas.
Thank you, Stevie. If I took you out on a date and I liked the way that you were with me in the pod,
yeah,
and then the way that you're acting towards my friends and the way that you are, that might be unattractive to me. There's so much more things.
And I would never want to be unattractive to you.
Exactly. Vice versa.
All right. Yeah.
So there's a lot more things, in a relationship than just talking to each other. It's how this person is. It's their actual personality towards others.
Yeah. And they get engaged before even meeting, having any real life experience. Yeah. So that's the crazy part.
They have to say, will you marry me behind the wall first without knowing each other.
And these people are not just saying yes, dude. They're crying.
Yeah.
They're like, I will marry you.
I remember one of the girls was like, coming back into the show, I just felt like this was such a dumb idea, but you know what? I was put here for a reason.
Oh my gosh.
And I love what's his name? Barnett. Dude, Barnett had like 3 girls around his fucking finger, and he was ruining it for other guys.
I literally said this to Saz, my wife. I was like, babe, I said, people that are very personable and have a lot of energy, and they can kind of like shift like their person. Like I can shift my personality pretty well, and you can make people, you know what I mean, think that you're something that you're not easily. So I'm like, that's another thing. Like you said, this dude was just like got 3 girls. Like, let me decide.
Exactly.
And
he was because I feel like if we can keep talking about the show.
We can keep going.
Guys, Love is Blind on Netflix. If you've already seen it, please let us know how you guys like it. Who's your favorite? I'm still on episode 4, 5.
Who is your least favorite person you have to pick right now? Ready to go.
I would say I kind of felt like Barnett was a douche. That girl Jessica. I feel like Jessica was like, she's just not there.
Bro, it gets worse. Like by episode like 5, 6, I was like, I can't watch this chick. I was like, I literally cannot listen to her talk.
You know what's funny? You know, like
nuts.
She wanted this guy Barnett. Barnett didn't want her, and Barnett broke her heart, whatever. But she was also talking to the little dude. What was his name?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Mark.
Yeah.
And Mark is like in it to win it. Mark is like, I came here for love.
Yeah.
Once I find that one person over the wall.
This guy is too good for this show.
He's too good. And I feel bad for him. This guy's 24 years old. And Jessica, I think, is 34. So Jessica was playing with his emotions. I didn't even know, like, I don't know if I want to marry you yet. I don't know if you're the one that I like. It might be Barnett. And this dude over here is like, what the hell? I just spilled my love for you. Anyways, so they end up getting together because Barnett kind of breaks up with her.
Yeah.
Anyways, they get engaged, whatever. They go back because they go to like some place in Cancun or what is that, Cabo or something?
Cancun.
And going back to what we were talking about, there's so much more than just talking. The first night they hang out, the little dude, I forgot his name, Mark. Fucking Mark. Dude, he crawls into bed with her. You know, they finally see each other. He crawls into bed. He takes off his shirt and he's in his tidy whities. And he's just this little hairy dude named Mark. And then he's just talking to her like this.
Yeah, he's sprawled out on the bed.
Yeah.
Like, come and get some.
And then I'm like, you just met her. Like, how comfortable are you already?
Dude, it just, that show is
But
so
what I'm
weird.
saying is Jessica was like, you know, I feel like a lot of people in this resort, they're probably going to have sex for the first night and be very intimate. But you know that's not going to be me, right? And then you just see Mark's face like, well, I wouldn't force anything up on you.
But then he goes through this spiel of kind of trying to convince her. My whole thing was,
I'm not there yet.
Okay, but my whole thing was like, I was like, dude, this chick is giving you, she's been telling you since the beginning, like, I don't know if I'm into you.
Exactly.
Why are you pouring out your heart to somebody who was saying, I don't know if I'm into you? Ladies and gentlemen, when someone is giving you those cues, hello. They're not, and like, if you're like really pouring it out, like, back up. I was like, dude, run.
Real life shit.
Run. That's
Run.
real. Anyways, you got to watch Love is Blind, dude. I mean, it's the cringiest must-see TV.
It's so funny when they finally see each other, too. They're like a mile away from each other.
They have to run.
And then the sliding door just goes up. And then they're like this.
Yeah, it's like that song. It's like, oh.
And I was texting Steve. I was like, yo, the success rate on this show is 10 out of 10. Everybody loves each other. And it's so funny because it looks like they all get paired with who they need to be paired with.
That's what's weird, dude.
Like Barnett is like this, like, you know, to me, he's like that, like varsity, like cool guy, wherever the fuck he lived.
Yeah.
And then he got paired with like the cheerleader looking like sexy girl.
Yeah.
And then everybody else got paired with like exactly who they need to be.
You're right, actually. You're
right?
actually so right. And that's weird, right?
And that's weird because they never saw each other, but it's just personality still reflected.
There's a couple though there's a few that just do not work. You'll see. The Mark one that
And then, sorry, before we end this, do they all have to get rings prior to the show, or does the show supply the ring?
Dude, I was
thinking about that.
I feel like the show is like, we're gonna lease you.
We'll take it out of the end of the last check you'll get.
I was literally thinking that. I was like, yo, I was looking at the lighting budget. I was like, they ain't got a budget for a ring. Trust me. For
Bro,
5-6 of y'all.
The lighting here in my room is so much better than what they have.
Oh, dude.
Like I said, they were recording that girl from Caracas, Venezuela. Mm-hmm. She was so overexposed. I can only see her little black pupils.
Dude, if you're like all the white people on the show, you can't see them because they're so white that the light's bouncing off them and they just look like you just see a pair of eyeballs and they're like, I really feel like I'm in love. And you're like, I can't see them. Where are they?
Anyways, Love is Blind on Netflix. This is not an ad.
We kind of just boosted it though. I mean, everybody's talking about this show, so check it out.
It's good though. Look, my coffee's almost done.
So do you really like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
The ladies can do anything, man.
Ladies can't do anything. This is a brand called Viva La Bonita, and they empower women in a Latin culture type of way.
Okay.
So as you can see here, it's like the cholo.
Where's yours though?
I don't have one because
they didn't make
me one, man.
They didn't want to make.
Nah, but
I drink can do anything.
Hombres can do anything.
Caballeros, is that what you like? Is that better for you?
Caballero is like a very mature way to say gentleman. Very old school.
Yeah.
Bienvenidos, caballero.
Dude, that was really good.
¿Te gusta?
Dude, you can do the Telemundo voice.
You know, I try. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of La Platica. Today, like I said, I have my very special guest, longtime friend. He does not need no introduction.
I appreciate that, man.
He goes by the name of Stevie Hendrix. If you ever met this dude, he's a fucking ball of excitement.
I try to be my guy, you know.
I cannot imagine you in a bad mood.
Dude, okay. Most people are like, if I'm in like a chill mood, people are like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm just having a normal day. Yeah. I can't be.
For real. That's the thing that sucks about always being hyped up and like having such a big personality. Because I think I have a big personality just like you. Yeah. You just, I feel like, have more superpowers than me.
No. It's different.
But when I'm just normal and just to myself, somebody like, they think that someone slayed my whole family.
And if they really don't know you, they're like, is Sebastian okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he okay?
Does he want to go outside for a little bit?
Dude, literally, I was at this meeting the other day, and it was like meeting with some agent people in California, and these people, these people are known to be very just kind of it's like poker when you go in there. You don't want to say too much because then they might use it as leverage against you, and they're very serious
because you don't know what they were talking about before you walked in the door.
Exactly. You come in, oh hey, I'm Brian, thanks for coming to the agency. This is Stan, Dave, and Bradley. Those are all like agent names, you know what I mean? You're like, wow, you guys are all the same. Do you guys have a spray tan? And we're sitting in there, dude, and I'm like, I have no energy. We're doing meetings, and I'm literally sitting there. It's just like trying not to fall asleep. And I'm thinking, like, these people are thinking, this guy is not who that we thought he was. Okay, he's energetic on his podcast and his YouTube, and he comes in here and he's all monotone, and I am not liking this. Brad, Stanley, Jeff, Brian. That's your name. I was literally like, these people are literally probably looking at me like, they're like, this dude is not who we thought he was.
I thought you said he was something else.
I thought this guy had like energy, and I was just literally sitting in the whole meeting, and Saz is doing all the talking, thankfully, my wife, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
But imagine like if they really know that you're like always like in this acting type of way, your personality is so, you're a burst of joy, right? And you walk into the meeting and then you're just like, hey. But imagine when the meeting's over, you're like, I got y'all.
You leave like a ton of energy. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.
Now, Stevie and Suzanne actually have, I'm going to put their Instagrams down below, but I'm sure you guys are already following them. They have a podcast as well. And I think when they when I first realized that they did have a podcast, which was maybe 2 years ago, I called Stevie right away. And do you remember that call? And I was like,
yeah,
dude, what you're doing is so dope. And I know this is random, but I just wanted to call you and verbally tell you that it's fucking dope. And this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if you remember when I called you.
I remember exactly, because it was a big thing for us.
I was telling you, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What you guys are talking about. And I just wanted to let you know that you have the voice and so does your wife.
Yeah.
And you guys sound amazing. I just wanted to say that. And from that moment on, you've always inspired me. You were the only person that ever inspired me to do a pod.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
And now your show's banging, dude.
And now
You're crushing it.
I'm trying to be consistent.
Yeah. It's hard.
And I'm so lucky in my life to know people like you and to know people that were on my previous episodes. But yeah,
Bro.
Big inspiration to me. Not only as a podcaster, but just as a regular human being.
I appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
I remember that call, like for real. And when we did it, we were like, it was very new. I think this was like a year and a half ago, a little more. And our manager was like, do you guys want to start a podcast? And we started a podcast, right? And I just remember being like, I hope people like what we're going to say and what we're going to do, because it has nothing to do with what we've been doing, right?
Exactly.
Same as you, where it's like, it's all about visuals and YouTube and Instagram. And we're like, this is literally just about like talking and what we're talking about. And I really hope people like this. So I was pretty nervous about it. And when you called me and you were like, dude, first of all, you listened to it. I was like, dang, dude, that's dope. Took the time to listen to my freaking podcast.
Yeah.
And the second of all, it took the time to call me. I was like, wow. I was like, dude, you're real one, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, that was so cool. I hung up the phone and I was like, wow. I was like, and people just like the power of calling somebody and just telling them something that in your mind is simple.
I always say that.
Right. In your mind it's simple, but to me, I was like, dang, dude, that made me feel so good. And so just to hear you say that was like, man.
When I'm very passionate about something that I like or something that I'm like super into, I have to call because I need you to. I need you to feel my energy. Yeah, I need you to feel my words. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because going through text, hey Stevie, the podcast was sick.
Yeah.
Instead of Stevie,
yeah,
your shit was sick.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah.
So I just had to tell you, and like I said, you and Saz is super goals together. Like you guys just bounce off one another. If like, it's so cool because I would feel sometimes like if you actually do it with your spouse, you guys might not bounce well together. But you and Saz are just like boom, boom, boom. I feel like you guys have like a written script. Bro. Literally, that's how good you guys are.
Dang, I appreciate that.
If you guys haven't checked out their podcast, it's freaking amazing. The Good Life.
The Good Life of Stevie and Saz, Spotify, Apple, all that. Dude, I appreciate it. You know what? You know what it is? I realized because so we used to do like TV news together in college and stuff. That's how we met. Literally. That's why I do.
You were telling me.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Steve Hendrix. And I'm Suzanne Barzani. So like, we met doing that kind of stuff and like having on camera chemistry and all that. So when we came onto YouTube, it like worked out. But Saz is so good at balancing me out because like you said, I can just have a lot of energy and I of course can slow it down and I love to slow it down and be serious too. But like, I love to be the one who can just have energy and do the fun stuff and kind of go off on a riff. And she is so good at being like, stay on track. And like, also she just lets me do my thing. And then she bounces off it like, okay, are you done now? And I'm like, thank you, baby. You know what I mean? And we just keep
thank you, baby. Back to you.
Right. And I'm like, baby, that chemistry is so rare because I have best friends that I can't do that with. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that, dude. And I love this podcast space, dude. It's the best. So I'm glad you're doing it.
Yeah. A lot of people are doing it now. It's kind of cool.
Dog, they're just followers, man. No, but really, there's a lot of people who are doing it, but they're not doing it well. Yeah. And I would say that you are doing it well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And it's not easy. I want people to know that, like, every week coming onto a show and talking, I mean, you're pouring out. So it's like, I remember when we started our podcast, and I'm sure the same way, it was like, I remember I told Sal, I was like, babe, when we start our podcast, I was like, we are literally going to be pouring out our souls to people.
Yeah.
I said, so we have to, as part of our job, pour in. I was like, listen to other podcasts, watch inspiring videos, you know what I mean? Do research, read books. I remember, dude, like, I had never read so much as when we started our podcast. I started reading, and even like, dude, honestly, just reading a few chapters of the guest book coming in, I started gaining so much knowledge about just forward-thinking thoughts on, you know, mental illness or motivation or inspiration. And I was like, this is dope, because this is forcing me to grow. You know, this show that I'm doing, trying to help people grow, is forcing me to grow. And so I just believe in podcasting. I believe in what you're doing.
It's more than just this, huh?
Dude, so much more.
I've been doing it from the beginning of the year. So I'm almost going to clear 3 months into doing it. And it's brought so much, I've been more aware of other things. It's like a therapy to me. It kind of keeps me aligned, because it's weird, because I don't want to just come on here and just be like, hi, Stevie, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I have to forethink other things.
Yep.
The other day I thought about getting a planner, because I felt like my life is now that. Like, I need a planner. I need to write things.
Yes.
Who the fuck am I to write things? I never have done that before.
Yeah.
I've had people like yourself, Karen, my girl. I was telling people, I was telling everybody on other episodes, it's like a therapy to me to talk to Karen, because she can literally sit here and we can just talk about bullshit. But that bullshit is very therapeutic to me, because it's things that we wouldn't talk about outside of this.
Yep.
We're not forcing each other to talk, but we're practicing talking.
Yeah.
And, you know, something so small like that can go a long way.
100.
After we're done with the podcast, me and her will just go, and we're just in a sane mood. Like, we're just like nice.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that 100%. There's things that Saz will say to me on the podcast that I will listen to also in a different way. It's not just what you're throwing out, it's also what you're getting back. And she'll say something to me on the podcast that, like, maybe she was trying to communicate to me in life and in our marriage. And I'll just be like, dang, that kind of hit me different.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
And you know what I mean? I walk away from the podcast like, baby, I'm so glad you told me about XYZ that was going on. Like, I know you told me before, but now I really heard you.
Yeah.
And it's really cool, because I do think, like you said, you're practicing communication, not just communicating, but listening. And that's why I love the podcast space, because really people are just being edified by the content that you do, you know, because it's all about connection. It's all about, like, calling somebody up instead of texting them anymore. And dang, like, we need that, you know, people need that.
Yeah. So podcast is, it's a vibe.
It's dope, dog.
It's a vibe.
It's a super vibe, dog.
And then not only that, real quick, because we're going to have to take a break right now. Real quick, everybody just watching, just the support, you know?
Yeah, dude.
It's so beautiful.
It's humbling.
You know, I tweeted yesterday. I said, every single episode, I get so much more love. Thank you guys. Something like that. And I really mean it. Like, thank you so much. If you're literally listening to this in your car, in your living room, wherever you're at work, be careful, at work, just thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And that's it. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for tuning in to La Platica. I'm your host, Sebastian. I want to take the time and let you know that there's new merch available at LaPlaticaPodcast.com, so you guys can go and check that out while supplies last. I also want to let you know that La Platica is also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and obviously on this wonderful world of YouTube. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell button to be notified as soon as these videos go live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get back to La Platica. And we're back. So one thing that me and Stevie were literally just talking about is we've had a little dilemma. A little dilemma maybe a little less than a year ago. As you guys know, Stevie and Cezanne lived here in Southern California for about how long?
Dang, 7 years, man.
And before that, you guys lived in where?
Texas.
Texas, baby. You know who my episode 12, his name is Alex Galindo. Mm-hmm. Guess where he's from? Texas, baby. Represented Texas 2 times,
Bro,
baby.
the great state, my guy.
The great state.
Yeah.
So he was representing El Paso, Texas.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Is he living here?
No, he still lives in El Paso, Texas.
Did you drive in?
He flew.
Okay.
My boy Alex, he fly.
He flew.
He flies and he fly.
I figured because that drive is awful.
And my boy Stevie here is representing Austin, baby.
I want to like do the sound effect with the sound effect.
All right,
when
ready?
you do it like.
Let's rewind real quick.
Run that back.
And my boy Stevie, he represent Austin, baby.
Dang. Wow, I feel like I was really a part of the show there, you know?
Austin, Texas.
Awesome text, man. Have you ever been out there?
Okay, real quick before you see that.
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
There
back
was
it up,
this
back it up.
one Insta story, and I hope you can send it to me so I can put it on the video. I think you were in your dad's backyard or something, and then you were talking so like, is it a Texan accent or what like Western? I don't know what that was.
You know, honestly, bro, it's like to me, because there's different kinds of people out there, man. I'll tell you right now. There's definitely like there's a Southern Alabama type, you know what I mean? And then there's a Texas type, and I feel like it all kind of just blends together. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Do you remember what you were saying in that Insta story? I was literally cracking up.
bro, it was actually like,
You were like saying something about the sky or something about the rain.
it was like, was it the ad for the deodorant thing I was doing?
No, it was something else. Like it was raining, and then you were saying something. It was so funny.
Well, I don't know. I was talking about how probably we were in the middle of summer out there, and I said, it's hotter than the blazing hell out here. Come on, man. I'll tell you right now. Woo!
It was that.
Bro, I created this character for like 2 seconds on my IG story. It's called, oh man, what is it?
It's hotter than the flames.
No, it's like, what is it? He's like, I can't remember his name, but basically the dude is always positive. Mm-hmm. He'd be like, hey man, you don't got a job. Hey man, you don't got a house. It don't matter, man, because gosh dang it, it's a good day. Woo, come on now. He's just like that. That was way too loud, bro. I think I just broke this. I was trying to back up a little bit. He's like, but gosh dang it. Woo, come on. Dude. And I'm not, bro, I'm from Texas, but I am not like a country dude at all. And that's why it cracks me up, because there's people like that. You know what I mean? You're like, dang, bro, you're from like 1900. You one of them old boys. Yeah, I'll tell you what right now, man. Come on now. Oh, man, dude. Don't get me started on it, dude. I'll get lost in it. I won't come back.
I feel like Karen's on the other in the other room. Like, I wish I was in that room right now to experience that.
Either that or she's like, I'm going to go in there and slap him.
I feel like you should teach me how to have that Texan accent.
Bro.
Can you just teach me real quick how to do a sentence? Just so I can just, if I'm ever feeling down, I can just look in the mirror and say this sentence and it'll crack me up.
Hey, bro, I honestly feel like you can do this because I taught my friend how to do a Cockney accent in college. You know, Cockney, like all the, like Jason Statham. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, he's like, what are you talking about? You running your gamma, you know what I mean? Come over here and I'm going to punch you right in the... Yeah, anyways. So I feel
so
like
if you can teach him how to do
I
that.
can teach him, because he was terrible. He's like, I was like, dude, you got to just relax. All you got, number one, just relax, dog. You're trying to.
And he was still doing it.
Yeah, he was like, I was like, nah, dude, that's a weird thing you're doing right now. All you got to do is relax. People try to do an accent. Just relax.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. You know what it sounds like in your mind. So it's just like, I don't know. When I hear something, I can just kind of like hear it and start messing with it and then just kind of regurgitate it. So
just a little sentence, sentence.
All you got to start
5
with
words.
is one word.
Okay.
Let's just go with like, hey, come on, man.
Hey, come on, man. No, that was Tony Montana.
Don't try and be me. Try and be your interpretation of like how I sounded.
Can you say it again?
Be like, hey, man, come on now, brother.
Hey man, now come on now, brother.
See, you're already getting better.
Hey man, come on now, brother.
Say, hurry,
hurry.
Say, how in the hell you doing?
How in the hell you doing?
You're getting it. How in the no, not the how in the
hell
you doing?
How in the hell you doing? How in the hell you doing?
That needs to be one of your, like, you need to record that and make it one of your.
How in the hell you doing?
You don't ask people on your show anymore how they're doing. You go, you just hit it. How in the hell you doing?
I just talk to everybody through here.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, I feel like you just work on that. Just get one word. Like, what's one word that, like y'all, you know what I mean? You just learn one word, brother.
You just learn one word, brother.
And then, yeah. Oh,
you just learn one word there, brother.
Come on, man. It sounded like you weren't trying before. Now you're crushing it. The hell's going on out here?
What the hell's going on down here? Dude, I feel like I'm in that one movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep. You're sounding like it. You sound like you just
I'm sounding like it.
Came down from you was in the cattle ranch.
Remember when Leonardo DiCaprio, they asked him, hey, who was it back there? Did anybody die? He goes, yeah, them motherfuckers got fried. I fried her to a crisp. Dude, at the end it goes so crazy. So if you've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
oh my God, dude.
More than half of the movie, you're just kind of just like this.
What is happening?
But you're still watching because like the acting is good.
And because it's Leo, you know?
And Brad Pitt.
Yeah, you're like.
And you're just like.
And then
at the end, I'm just like, dude, this like Brad Pitt like fucking smokes that.
Oh my God.
Smokes that joint with acid. And then I was like, dude, this fool's about to die. And then those, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
But I fried those damn hippies to a crisp. I fried them damn hippies to a crisp.
Say, what in the blue blazes?
What in the blue blazes? What in the blue, what?
Say what?
Say what?
There you go.
Why do I have to always turn my head this way when I talk?
I don't know,
that?
man. There's something about cocking your head to the left or to the right gives you a little extra something. You know what I mean? gives you a little rattle down in your giblets. You know what I'm saying, man? A little tingle down in your undercarriage. Come on now.
What the fuck were we talking about?
Bro, I don't know. I think I just kind of like said something in an accent and you were like, stop right there. Mm-hmm. Let's go down this rabbit hole.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You were living in Southern California. You sold your damn house.
Yeah, dog.
Okay, hold on. Just to keep the accents. Just continue to talk in that Western accent. Yeah. But like be serious.
Okay. But
I'm going to tell you, anyways.
Are you going to switch it up on me?
Yeah, I'll switch it up on you when I let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay.
So you lived in Southern California for about 7-8 years with your wife, Suzanne. But like I said, and like I told you guys, they're from Texas, baby.
Yep.
But you sold your house recently, 8-9 months ago. And then you know, for whatever reason, and you went back to Texas. And you thought you were gonna come back sooner.
I was gung ho, brother. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I definitely. My wife said to me, you know, maybe we should just move back to Texas. I said, come hell or high water. I said to her, we're not moving back to Texas. I love the great state, but we ain't gonna do it. We're gonna go back to California. You know, that's where our life is. That's where we've been the last 7 years. That's where we've been working. That's where we've been meeting people. You know, that's where we're living. Come on now. So come on now. Don't start that with me. So we went on back to Texas. We were just basically buying our time for 4 months, you know, looking around at houses out here mobily.
I saw you guys went to Europe.
We went to Europe for
a while
as a family.
We
took our 2-year-old daughter. People say it can't be done. I say, hey brother, you can do anything you set your mind to. You understand what I'm saying? You get out there, you get it done. Handle it. You know what I mean? Handle it.
Uh-huh.
And so
Tracy Morgan.
So we was out there and I said to her, I was like, I'm trying to move back to California. And she was like, why you want to do that? And I was like, because That's where all my friends are. You know what I mean? Why are you trying to make this difficult for me? I don't know how much longer.
I haven't said stop.
I don't know how much longer I can.
Christopher Walken.
So I was sitting there, you know, and I said to her, we gotta go back to California. And there was no houses to be found on the internet. Of course, it was very disparaging. I was upset. I wanted to hit somebody in the face with a soldering iron. But I know in my heart that we weren't going back.
Oh, you knew you weren't going back.
But something inside of me starting to turn. I was like, we're going back. But then a little voice in my head said, you're not going back.
So 9 months go by, and just recently you found a home in outside of Austin.
We're actually about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the traffic, from downtown. It's a very nice area. I was very happy.
Puss in Boots.
So when we found this house, I realized to myself, this is the house where I want to live with my family, my wife, my daughter, and maybe if I am lucky, I will have a little son. And we will raise him there, and I will teach him to play croquet.
Okay.
But so now we have a house in Texas, and at first I was very upset. I said to Sasan, I cannot live here for a long time. I am from here. Nobody wants to move back to where they are from. Do you understand this? And she said to me, shut your mouth. And I said, okay, I will move back because I love you.
Back to Stevie.
I'm here.
That was amazing, by the way.
Thanks, dog.
So you're about to close on your new home. Wow.
Bro, the 13th, it's been 10 months. No joke. This has been like the most trying time of my life. Not the most trying time of my life. There's been other times. But this has been trying, dude, because with a kid, we've been living with my parents. And most people are like, oh my God, how do you? My parents are chill.
Yeah.
And we've been traveling. But dude, man, it's taught me so much. For real, on the real. I've really learned that like all our stuff is still in storage in SoCal. We have none of our stuff, dude. I'm wearing the same clothes all the time. And the thing is, man, it's just like we realize like we don't need all the stuff. We don't need we also don't need the perfect house. We don't.
No matter what happens in your life, forever, you'll always be like, we're fine.
Yeah.
Remember that 1 year?
Exactly. And you know what also is cool, dude? Is that Cezanne is so flex now. Like when I asked her to go to Europe.
It made her kind of like more flex.
Dude, she's so flex. Like when I asked her to go to Europe, I was thinking there's no way she's going to say yes. Because we have a daughter who's 2 years old. I was like, baby, what if we just go to Europe for months? We don't have a house or anything. And, you know, she was like, I think we could do that.
Wow.
I was like blown away. I was like, my wife a year ago would have been like, what are you thinking? There's no way we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And we did it, bro. And guess what? Here's the other thing that trips me out. We had our best year ever, like in work financially. Times
Like
2.
Last year?
Yes,
Oh,
last
wow.
year, dude. And I love telling the story, and there's so much more to it, but I love telling the story because I just want to inspire people to know like that a life switch up, like a real life switch up can be a really great thing because it can pull you out of like situations or ways of thinking that you didn't even know you were caught up in. But once you kind of make that move, you will be surprised at the things you'll learn about yourself. And I think the knowledge that and the wisdom that you'll gain in the process of just learning to, you know, make a real life change. And
That was a real life change. Not even like, imagine just living 7 years just the same, right?
Right.
Maybe, you know, obviously. But what I'm saying is like the same flow. And then just next year, you didn't even know you were going to be like this. And then boom, black to white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you must have learned so much from that.
You know what I learned, dude?
That was dope though. Like I'm not gonna lie, you were like Airbnb over here.
Yeah.
You took your truck from SoCal. You drove it all the way to Texas, and on the way there, you stopped at all these places.
Yeah.
You went to Europe, and not only that, you probably spent so much family time with your immediate family, like your mom, your dad, your brother, Cezanne's mom and dad.
That's the biggest thing, dude. For real. Like,
Not only that, and for your baby, like,
yep. Dude, that's literally been the biggest blessing, honestly. I will be 100% with you that when we were living here, bro, we were so caught up in the day-to-day flow, go, that like we weren't spending enough quality time, I feel like, with our daughter. And that was hard for me to like realize once we moved away, because we were always around her, you know, because we work from home, but we weren't spending that quality time. And also too, I'm like that son who's terrible at picking up the phone, calling my mom, you know. A lot of homies out there understand that.
I'm like that too.
Yeah, like we just,
But I'm close to my mom, and I'm close to my dad.
Yeah.
But I'm just,
you just don't pick up the phone when they're not around, right? And like just being around them and being around my daughter, man, like a few months in, like I realized, I was like, wow, like I'm so much closer to my daughter, and I'm so glad I had the realization that I needed to start giving her more of my time, and not just like time where she's around me, but time where I'm like actually really invested in playing with her, talking to her, teaching her, like whatever, you know? And dude, I'm so thankful for that. Like, I really thank God for that, because I'm like, man, I needed that perspective change, because I want my kids to know more than anything. Like, I just feel like the value of family and friends, and the value of love that you have in your life is far above anything else. Money,
for
anything
real,
else,
for
you
real,
know?
100%.
Like,
And then not only that, like living here in LA, we were probably exposed to like always meetings and social networking, and you know, even something simple as like always hanging out with friends, because here the energy and the vibe is to always be around people, you know, which is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But I don't have a kid or anything, but I kind of understand what you're saying about like, yes, you were always with your daughter, but like you here when you lived in California, it might have been like, yeah, we're always with Teeny, but you know, we take her to a restaurant, you know, we take her with our own friends, or we're just here at home, or we'll take her to the park, which are amazing things to do. But now that you're in Texas, you've traveled with her.
yeah,
You've done all the other things down below that I just said,
yeah,
and more now.
yeah.
You've exposed her to so much more things. And
Yeah.
as a baby, that can go a long way.
She was saying merci.
Merci.
We were in France. She was walking around. She's not even 2 years old. She's like, merci. Everyone was like, oh my God, the little Pepe. It is incredible. She knows how to say thank you. I was like, I just told her to say merci. What's good?
Was good, Daddy of the Year.
What's good? No, for real though, bro.
Man, how beautiful.
It's definitely been beautiful. And I might cry on the 13th, man. A lot of good, crazy emotions. I'm sad to be leaving people like you, man, behind here in LA.
Yeah.
That's hard for me. But you know what's cool?
But you're not far though.
I'm not far, and I know that I'm going to be coming out and visiting.
You have
and
to.
enjoying LA instead of like really being in super hustle mode.
And like I said, right now we talk about this, but you don't know what's going to happen next year.
That's true.
I'm 100% you'll still have your house right now. I'm 100% that. But
I don't
who
know,
knows?
man. Yeah.
You might have this opportunity. You might buy another home over here. You might buy another home in New York. I don't know. No one can ever.
You might buy a house in Austin.
Austin, baby.
Hey, I got you, dog. Don't worry.
All right,
I
cool. I don't
I
gotta
went
do
to
it.
high five and you can't touch the button, so I was.
I should have went like this.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Yeah. Man, how beautiful, bro.
bro. It's been
Blessings on top of blessings, and on top of all your traveling that you've done and living in Texas, like you and Saz have still maintained to keep the workflow going, keep them pods going, keep the content going,
man.
everything.
We've been. It's been hard, dude. I'm just telling everybody because my guy here has been pouring it out on this podcast, and you're doing a solo cast, dude. That is hard.
It's hard. It's hard because you can't talk to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And there's also people like when I'm doing an interview with somebody, there's times where I just am like, I'm literally like, what am I gonna say?
You know what's crazy?
Next?
I always check the comments below, and you know, I always see like the amazing feedback I get. But you know what's a feedback that I get, like how can I call it? Like it's good criticism. You know what they tell me? Some people is I never let my guests speak. Like I don't allow them to talk because I guess I talk a lot. And I've been working on that. because
Yeah.
I feel like I am. But guys, I think what some people don't understand is since it's my show, I have to keep the flow going at 100%.
Yeah. It's hard.
Like imagine if like, hey Stevie, so what's your favorite color? Answer it.
I like the color fuchsia.
Fuchsia, that's cool.
Yeah. No.
Now what are you gonna say? You know, I'm the one
Yeah.
that has to. No way. Do you
Yeah.
know that I used the fuchsia tie for my prom 2008?
Wait, is that real?
Real shit.
Oh, dang. I hit a chord. I was kidding, though, but that's dope for
Yeah. Fuchsia. Whack though. Super whack.
you. Hey, you're kind of a shade away over that.
Yeah, I know. No, but you know what I mean though, like,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
being
yeah.
the host of your own show
Yeah.
and being the only one here.
Yes.
Like if I had another co-host, like say it was me and Karen running the pod,
Karen,
she can say something else right after.
Yeah.
But since it's
Exactly.
me, I gotta keep
the
throwing up words.
Bro, I feel you. I'm the same way. Like sometimes we'll have like an expert on and they're trying to like talk about something and I'll just be like, yeah, you know what I think? And I'll just go in about it too, you know, and they're like, and I'll like basically answer the question.
Exactly.
And they're like, yeah, that's right. And I'm like, So what's next?
Next question.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was your favorite show as a kid? Well, I like the Magic. Dude, I was just about to say that the Magic School Bus, right?
Yeah.
Mrs. Frizzle. She's sick, right? You know, you always overlap people's conversation.
I actually want to know though, now that you brought that up, like what was your go-to cartoon?
Rocket Power.
Like above all else? Rocket Power?
I said Rocket Power, SpongeBob SquarePants, Roly Polioli, Doug, Caillou,
So you're a Nickelodeon guy, it feels like.
Nickelodeon, a lot of Disney Channel,
You're heavy with the Nickelodeon.
Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents.
Dang, wow.
But you know which one I really liked?
Come on, bro, hit me with it.
Dexter's
I was waiting for it.
D.
And then Mandark, you know what I'm saying? With that little M in it.
Bro.
I'm gonna go get one of those. You feel me? Little
What? Yeah.
little M chop.
Dude, I'll do it for you.
Chill, dog. You haven't picked up the Clippers in a while, have you? Except for when we went
I
on
got
Sunday.
you.
Know
What's
what
your
I mean?
favorite Dexter Laboratory line?
When he said, what he said, Diddy, you are so stupid. He does say, he said, Diddy, you are so stupid. I used to be able to hit that really good.
What you talking about? That was like fucking perfect.
My voice was higher, you know. I used to be able to, but now that I'm a man and now that I'm 30 and I've matured and I have a child, can't quite get there. But I also love the dad too. Y'all remember the dad? He's like, son, how's it going today, Dexter? It's just like that cheesy.
Why was the mom so hot? She would walk like this.
Right. I know. Like cartoons back in like the day were so sexist with how they would like draw women. I was like, this is a kid's cartoon.
Just huge boobs and like the perfect butt, and they just walk
The
around like
tiny
this.
waist. You're like, nobody looks like that. And then the dad's just like, I'm stereotypical dad.
Get out the laboratory.
Didi, get your stupid goose la coop coop out of my laboratory. You remember
Man,
that?
what it was to be a kid.
Dog, those were the days, man. Nothing hit like the cartoons in the 90s, bro. We had the selection. Kids now,
All real monsters.
bro, they don't got it like that.
I know.
We had everything, bro. And the new Space Jam that's coming out, forget it.
You think it's gonna be as good as the Michael Jordan one?
No. I hope it's good.
Yeah, me too. Isn't it LeBron James?
Bro, it's LeBron. I love LeBron.
Hopefully, he's a really good actor. Cause now that I think about it,
Yeah.
imagine Michael Jordan at that time. He was still playing ball, and he was like still running the floor, like in his
Yeah.
almost prime. You know,
Yeah.
or in his prime.
That's true.
He was such a good actor.
He was not bad.
He wasn't bad, right?
Yeah. No, I think Mike just had swag in anything. He kind of like just handled everything.
I think he just needed to be himself, right?
He was just such a good chill. But I was going to ask you, this is very personal because you're like a lifetime Lakers fan.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about LeBron? You about it or no?
I mean, from day one,
If he
from
gets your
day one, you already know, like Laker fans, it's fuck anybody who's not in the Lakers.
Right.
So LeBron was in Miami.
Yeah.
LeBron was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And he would go on and off on both. He would go over there, come back, whatever. So to us Laker fans, we're only used to people who stay with the Lakers, like Kobe Bryant, you know? And then we had, I feel, one of the best players in the world
Yeah.
till this day.
Yeah.
So always having Kobe here and then having LeBron on the other side, it was kind of like, man, F LeBron. So when we got LeBron, it was kind of like, you know, that's cool. I know who he is. I respect him. I think he's a great player. He's also one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Or if not, he is the best in the world. But him coming back and him showing like the respect for the Lakers and things like that, like I love LeBron now.
That's dope.
And not only that, he's such a good person.
He's such a good person, dude.
And he's so dope.
He's bro, he's kind of like that perfect person to try and pick up the mantle, you know, after Kobe's gone, you know, because they were such good friends. Like you said, he is actually like a really good dude.
Super good dude.
And he is arguably like top 3 of all time. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like Mike, Kobe, and him.
And then when Kobe was alive and then LeBron James came, I forgot if he tweeted something or if he posted something, but he basically like let Laker Nation know like,
he's got it.
Like, yo, LeBron's got it. Yeah. So he kind of like gave the acceptance. He passed it on. So then like Laker Nation was like, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I got LeBron jersey and everything, man. I'm a big fan.
You got it. Y'all got it this year or what?
I think we do.
I think so.
I mean, the Lakers record right now.
Y'all are smashing, dude.
It's insane.
They're smashing right now.
They're smashing.
And they played the Warriors.
Not only LeBron James. Sorry. You see what I'm doing?
No, I want to hear. Go ahead.
Not only LeBron James, Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, my God.
The brow?
Oh, my God.
Cat is crazy, dude.
It's insane.
What I was going to say real quick is that, what was I going to say real quick? It just left me. I have to stop you right there because I have to tell you a story about Matthew McConaughey. You ready for this? I don't know if I told you the story.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
I'm a big Matthew McConaughey fan.
He's dope.
Yeah. He's such a good actor.
Bro, okay, so a month ago was my 30th birthday. Mm-hmm. And I think I told you about this person that we met at the airport. She's a fan of Cezanne's. And she came up to us at the airport, was like, hey, I follow you guys, want to say what's up. And I was like, oh, hey, thinking this is normal. She's like, hey, do you guys like UFC? And I said, what? She's like, do you guys like UFC? Like the fighting Ultimate Championship?
You told me this before, but I forgot. You told me this though. I remember.
And I was like, yeah, I love UFC. Why? She's like, well,
I got the hookup or something, right?
She's like, I got the hookup. She's like, I work with Dana White. And I was like, the owner of the UFC? I'm a big UFC. Like I love like Conor McGregor, all that. So anyway, she's like, you guys want to go to fight? Let me know. I was like, what? I was thinking like, there's no way, dude. Bro.
Turns out.
I texted her a few weeks before when I found out Conor McGregor was coming back. And I was like, yo, do you think you could hook it up for my 30th, Conor McGregor?
Oh, that's why you went.
Dude.
You went with your boy, right?
Yes, dude. And she was like, yeah, I can. I think I can. She's like, we're not giving out any tickets, but I think I might be able to get you guys in. Bro, we go to Vegas. She comes and picks us up. In like an Escalade, and Saz was she was in Africa. She picks us up this, and so Saz was like, "Baby, you go take your friend." He like my boy. He put me on UFC like back in the day. He's a huge UFC.
Nice of you to take him.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta take him.
It's the one where he fought Cowboy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We fought his latest fight, right? So, bro picks us up. I'm thinking she's gonna give us tickets and be like, peace. But she was like, no, you guys can hang with me. We'll go, do the whole behind the scenes. And
what's her name?
Her name is Kat.
Shout out to Kat.
Serious shout out to Kat.
I'm Sebastian. I'm also a big fan of UFC. I don't have too many friends, but Stevie can take me. Continue.
Bro, literally, I shout out to her because she really I texted her like 10 times, like, thank you. I was like, I'm saying thank you too much. But anyways, so we go to the venue, bro. We pull around the back. I'm like, we're going in the back, going through the security. We go through security. We walk in the back of the arena, bro. We walk down the hall in the back. And we go into this little room. Dana White's just chilling in there.
You're lying.
He's like, what's up, guys?
Just super chill?
Just in his tiny little room like this, just chilling. He's like, what's up, guys? Super chill. And I was like, bro, I was literally like, I was kind of like, And he's like, hey, so what do you guys think about the fight tonight? And I was just like, yeah.
Oh, this was after the fight.
No, this is before the fight, dude. This is how we started the night. Chilling out with Dana White in his room.
Your boy was tripping.
I was literally, dude. And we've been around, we're lucky to be around like people at events, like celebrities and stuff. But like, I don't know, dude. I just was like, yeah, cool. I'm chilling with Dana White right now. And
Did you take a pic?
I didn't, bro. I just wanted to.
It wasn't that. I feel you. I'm the same way.
I just wanted to blend.
I'm the same way.
as much as I wanted to. I definitely wanted to.
Yeah, I believe you though.
And this is just saying like, this is one of the coolest experiences of my life. So I want to share this with y'all real quick. So Dana White's there, we're chilling. And then they're like, we'll go in, to the fight whenever you guys want. So we go out to the fight, bro. We walk out, like you walk out the way we were going through the tunnel where the fighters are going out. So like I'm walking out the tunnel to go watch the fights and there's a fighter just sitting there. It's like Anthony Pettis. If y'all know Anthony Pettis, I was like, dang, it's Anthony Pettis, that dude's a banger. Walking out the thing, bro, and we're sitting in our seats. And then Tom Brady's comes in.
Oh man.
And Tom Brady's sitting like right over there. And I
All
was
in
like,
the same room.
God. And Dana was telling me earlier, because I'm freaking out. Tom Brady's coming. I love Tom Brady. I was like, you're freaking out about Tom Brady. I'm freaking about you. And I'm double freaking out about Tom Brady. I feel you, And so I'm like, dang, dude, the GOAT's gonna be in here.
Wow.
Bro. So we are sitting there and they come over and they're like, the security comes up, like, can you guys scoot over a little bit? Matthew McConaughey's gonna want to sit right here. I said, what? Who? And she goes, Matthew McConaughey.
Right after you guys were talking about Tom Brady?
Yes. She goes, Matthew McConaughey's going to sit there. We got to scoot down. I said,
here. This is the seat where you're already watching the fight.
Bro, I'm watching the fight, dude. And these seats are premium. Literally, first level, eye level with
Shout out, Cat.
Out, my guy. Bruce Buffer, the announcer, was like, let's get ready to rumble. No, he doesn't say that. But what does he say? He says, it's time. You know what I mean? He came over. He's like, hey, fellas, how you doing? And I was like, Bruce, I'm not going to wash my hand, my guy. Unless I get Corona. Shout out. So we're sitting there. This lady comes over. She's like, Matthew's going to sit there. I said, Matthew? My God. Bro, Matthew McConaughey sent 2 seats down for me, dog. I'm like,
no way. Slick back hair. He probably smells clean. Like Dolce & Gabbana.
The gentleman was just coming out. I was like, he is the gentleman. So I was just letting the Tom Brady sitting over there, bro. And I go back to the room to get a drink where I was the VIP room. Stephen A. Smith, I'm a huge fan. Matthew McConaughey was in there. Like from me to you, bro, I'm literally like, Matthew's chilling in here with me. Luda was in there. Shout out Ludacris.
What?
Tyson Fury was in there. Tall as a tree, my guy. And Tom Brady was in there. And a few other of these sprinkled CBS actors. And I was like,
and you and your boy.
Me and my boy, dude. And my friend has never been in an environment like this. Yeah. He literally was like, he's like, dude, what is going on? I was like, dog, just be chill. I was like,
were you like on the side like, oh yeah, we always do this?
No. I was like, nah, dog, this is something else. I was like, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I was like, I'm like just cheesing all night. And literally, bro, I was gonna go up to Matthew McConaughey and some like Brad Tad looking dude was hogging him. I was like, get off him, Brad. I'm trying to say what's up, But anyways, I didn't get to say what's up. The fight was dope. Y'all know what happened. Matthew McConaughey, McGregor knocked him out super quick, dude. Yeah. Just like the craziest environment, dude. It was the most fun like event I've ever been to. It was nuts. The energy was just, everybody jumped up like, yeah. We go back to the same room, Dana's room, after the fight. There's like a handful of people in there. Mm-hmm. And in this tiny little room, Tom Brady is literally just chilling there. We get in there. And my friend was like, that's Tom Brady. I said, be cool.
Be cool.
He's like, what do we do? I said, we don't do anything. Just look at him and go, dang, he's the Michael Jordan of football.
Yeah.
And then my friend was like, nah, dude. He's the Tom Brady of football. And I said, oh.
Double legend.
Sorry, that was a long story, bro. But literally, that was like the coolest thing I've ever done.
What an amazing story. You are an amazing storyteller, by the way.
I go long-winded sometimes, but that story, I love to share with people.
I felt like I was there.
Right?
Shout out, Cat.
But that was like the coolest thing. Anyway, so sorry I'm going off on a tangent there, but.
No, that was an amazing story.
If you ever get a chance to go to a UFC fight.
Yeah, I have never been.
To go. I'm telling you, for real. Go.
Cat, hit me up.
My number is 555-555-7.
Reach my line. So, I think we have over an hour already.
In the books.
Time just flies, baby.
Bro, we're having a great time, man.
Great team.
It's just, we're going to get to the ladies.
We're having a great team. Yeah.
Dude. We have something in common. Our ladies don't like to let us go for long.
How do you like my man cave?
Bro, I actually was just talking about how this is like my dream. And I'm hoping that in our new house, I can get a little sliver.
So we're going to do something different today. Like I said, this is about to be the end of the podcast. I know. But
I just don't want to leave the pods.
I have a challenge for you.
Hit me up.
You have a super good Telemundo accent.
Oh.
Telemundo anchor accent. I want you to do the outro on my podcast. I want you to hit different. I want you to hit. Thank you for tuning into La Platica. Every time you say La Platica, you'll hear that. Okay? I want you to say that we have La Platica podcast. If you go on laplaticapodcast.com, you will find our new collection of merch that is super hot fire. Wow. And I want you to say that we are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and the wonderful world of YouTube. And I just want you to say a really good goodbye. That's it.
Wow, bro. That's kind of a tall order. But
I want me to
like
repeat
that.
it?
Hit me with the quick facts.
Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Thank you for tuning into La Platica. It's because you can't say La Platica without the Kill Bill. And I need you to say we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the wonderful world of YouTube. And then you can get La Platica's latest merch at laplaticapodcast.com.
Oh, you didn't hit it for that one. This is never going to get old to me, dude.
Why is that so intense?
I just love it, dude. It literally makes me happy.
And that's it. And a really good goodbye. And then I have a treat for you guys right after. Remember, Telemundo Anchor, though.
But how do you say, like, like I know, like thank you for, how do you say thank you for listen? Well, how do you say thank you for tuning in, maybe?
Just, you can just say, gracias. No. Just say gracias por escuchar.
Okay. That's chill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gracias por escuchar La Plática.
You gotta do it again. You can't laugh, man.
Dang, that's part of the challenge?
Yeah, I never laugh.
You gotta make me hit this clean all the way out?
Gracias por escuchar La Plática.
Okay, but it's gonna be hard for me to turn... It's gonna be hard for me to go back to... Okay, I'm gonna try, okay.
That's a challenge. You cannot laugh. Just super serious.
Okay.
Go.
Gracias por escuchar La Plática con Sebas Robles.
See?
Yeah.
You
gotta do it again.
Dang. Wow, dude, this is a tall... Okay.
I'm not cutting it.
Okay.
I'm not cutting it to make it look perfect. One take, baby.
Okay, okay, here we go.
You want to keep laughing? Get it all out?
No, we go.
All right.
Gracias por escuchar La Plática con Sebas Robles. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
What's the other one?
Oh, be sure to check us out on Spotify. Go!
Nice. Run it back. Okay.
Gracias por
Hold on, real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Remember about the merch. You gotta remember about the merch.
Oh, yeah, don't forget.
LaPlaticapodcast.com.
So good at doing this for like one or two
You're on the spot
sentences.
right now.
And then like sentence 3, I'm like, I can't go anymore. Here we go.
Gracias por escuchar a La Plática con Seba Robles. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel where you can see all of La Plática con Seba Robles, and also check out Spotify and Apple Podcast. Also, if you can't get enough of these podcasts, you can go to laplatica.com where you can check out all the merch from Seba. Be sure to tune in next week where I will not be here, but somebody else will be here sitting in this seat that is not as sexy as I am. Gracias.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
I feel like the accent got off. It was off halfway through, but I did my best, dog.
That was dope.
It's hard.
Guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning into La Platica Podcast.
I'm cutting you off really quick. You cannot go until you give me an honest, bro. Like, did you finish this drink that I made you?
Yeah. All that's left is the butter. And it's really clunky.
Yeah, I know. Okay, what honest review before we go?
8 out of 10.
Nah.
Yeah.
You messed with
7.
Okay.
Because the drink was like sweet.
Bro, here's what the problem was. I didn't know that the milk was sweet already. So I think I was too sweet. My bad.
But it doesn't matter. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah. Once again, Thank you so much for tuning into La Plática. Episode 13.
Ooh, lucky number.
We are also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and
Wow.
the wonderful world of YouTube.
Wow, you made me say all that and you're re-saying it, dog? It's kind of hurtful.
Bro, what's better than me saying it is you saying it again.
No, I ain't saying it again.
We have our latest merch at LaPlaticaPodcast.com.
Can I get a shirt for this?
I got a crew neck for you, baby.
Better. I want the hat.
And it's called Saca la Botita. Can you say that?
Oh, saca la botita.
Saca la Botita.
Saca la botita.
Okay. I'm going to give you a scenario. God damn, we can't end this podcast yet.
Nah, we can't, man. We still chill.
I'm going to give you a scenario. Great environment. Hold on one second. We're still live. Hold on one second.
yeah.
I got to give it to you.
Dog, hand it to me. I want to see my jersey. We went down on a lot. We went, oh my God, dude. Look at this premium.
Open it, brother.
Wow. Look at this. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That like,
It's grade A.
this is the details that like you care about. You know what I mean? Like, I love that it says this right here.
Bro, I don't do shit cheap, brother.
I know. I'm putting this on, dog.
Saca la Botita.
This is comfy.
Do you know what that means?
Dog, drink the boot.
No, close.
Take.
It means take out the boot.
Oh, take out. Yeah, because
Saca like
yeah.
bring it.
Yeah. No. Sacar la basura, right?
Yeah.
Take out the trash.
So, Saca la Botita. Those crew necks are actually not available right at this moment.
Oh, did I get the early plug?
You got literally the last one because I've had a batch, but I need to give it to you, bro, because you've been amazing. God damn, that fits amazing.
Look good.
Damn. So when we're trying to party, we bring out the boot.
Yeah, la bota.
Saca la Botita.
I got you, dog.
And then we play the song.
Oh, hit it.
Oh, you know it.
Hey. Oh, yeah, bro, we did it.
I know we did
Check
it.
your vlog. You see me hitting la bota?
I know. And everybody has seen it as well.
Don't forget about Dre. Or Steve. Thank you.
Now we are going to end this podcast with a very special treat from Stevie. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Are you still putting me on, dog? What's happening?
This is the last thing you're going to do.
I'm getting put to work. I'm going to go home and take a nap. Put me to work.
Bro, I got to take advantage of your ass.
Yeah, okay.
Not everybody gets to have you like I have you right now. Steve's going to do a freestyle
Oh, my God.
because he got bars.
No.
He got bars for days.
No.
So he's going to show you guys what he's all about. And he's going to bring that Austin baby swag. You ready?
Yeah, man. I'm pretty much ready, brother.
But before he goes off, I need to tell you guys, thank you so much for tuning into La Plática. Y nos vemos en la próxima plática. We are going to end this episode with the freestyle. Stevie, take it away.
Oh, my God.
shoot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm feeling it. You feeling it too? Oh, he about to go off.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, go. Just go. It's that East Coast hip hop. Hip hop anonymous.
Me and Sebas chilling on the pod. Saca la botita. You know it's hard. When we going in the paint, talking about a lot of things that y'all ain't. But here we are. We did over an hour. Oh my God, that's some podcast power. Oh! Dang. We hit it real good. Walking out the street like we dang should. So we're drinking on our coffee like slurp, slurp, slurp. Excuse me. Don't mind if I burp like. Oh! Dog, I don't even know.
We out, baby.
We out. Peace.